I've clicked it. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my god! I've been recording for the last 10 minutes.
You've been recording for the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, I clicked record as soon as you picked up.
Wow.
I know.
So professional.
Hang on, wait. What? No.
God. Oh no. You've literally not said that in forever. I'm not sure if it really works anymore. This is a disclaimer. I'm gonna swear and spoil things. You might not like that. A lot of people might not like that. Dave might not like that. That's a lie. He does. And as such, be aware of that. And please don't try to touch our butts, because they're our butts. We don't want you touching them.
I like
Thank you.
touched.
Dave's a very loose woman. Hello and welcome to the Senpai PP Polygonal Podcast, episode 20, and whatnot, because Dave messed it up earlier, so I just thought I'd remind him. And joining me, as I already kind of said and you heard whispering in the background, is Dave.
I'm not here. Hello, welcome to
Oh.
episode 20. Finally, we've wasted 20 episodes of our time and yours, and for that I don't apologise, because genuinely I don't care. But thank you for those who listen, and those who don't, fuck you, basically. Jordan,
Hello.
how are we this week?
We are good.
Are we? Are you speaking for we as in us, or we as in you?
I'm speaking for we as in the world.
The world is good. That's what I like to hear. So, today's agenda. Let's go with an agenda today. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's have a little bit of pizzazz on today's episode. Some funk, as it were.
I'm doing jazz hands, but you can't see it.
I'm so disappointed I don't have a webcam, because then we could actually have a proper video podcast and we could both see Jordan's jazz hands.
In September, you'll see the jazz hands.
In September, I might even make a massive set of jazz hands, so we
Why?
can have big jazz hands.
But they need the right amount of jiggle to them.
Just like boobies.
Sure.
I know. Sorry, I've injured your innocent sensibilities.
Oh no, my innocence. Do you want to get started with your weekly update, since you apparently have a lot to talk about, whereas I only have
I
a bit?
do. Don't have much. No, you have one big thing that you really want to splurge and flurge everywhere. But
fuck yeah.
I'm gonna rock out the
Big days. Also, we have a topic to talk about, so
we do. I actually have a topic.
we actually have a few things to talk about.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
not
weird.
terrible. Which is quite nice. So the agenda for today, as per usual, weekly update from myself and Jordan, covering all things good in the anime and manga world that have personally affected us. Then we will move on to... Ooh, I forget what we do next. This is why we should do an agenda, because I forget.
We do weekly update, then we typically do weekly deal or whatever, then featured anime.
Deal of the week.
Oh,
yeah.
Featured anime though, Dave. Have you?
Maybe.
You haven't, have you?
No, we agreed. We changed this. We changed it.
No.
What did you tell me to watch again?
The Persona movies.
Yeah, I
Persona 3
couldn't.
ones.
I couldn't watch them.
Well, okay, next week then.
Yeah,
we'll keep
I'm
this
sorry.
train. I did ask if you wanted to delay it a week, and you said no. So.
Yeah, I thought I'd have more time than I actually did.
Oh,
So.
that is. Well, this
What?
is interesting. We'll get to that in the topic.
Okay.
'Cause
So,
this is
agenda-wise, so anime of the week has been postponed for another week because I'm a massive dickwad and just didn't have time to watch the Persona movies yet. Sorry about that, my fault. So yes, after our weekly updates, we will be following up with the anime online weekly deal, which I actually haven't even checked this week, so it'll be nice.
It's actually pretty. It's good if you like that sort of thing. It's something we both would like.
Oh, okay. So
Dash,
it could be a purchase day for me as well.
It could be.
Fucking Jordan.
I might even. I don't know. Somewhat tempted.
I won't do a featured anime this week. However, because I'm a lot bigger on the manga reading than Jordan is, I will participate and give you a manga to start reading, because while I want to contribute something that Jordan can't, because he's got more stuff than I do sometimes.
Right.
And I feel bad. And we don't really cover manga that much, to be fair. Manga. I don't. How do you pronounce it?
Manga.
Or mango. I think that's why I called it mango.
I do call it mango. Anime and mango, just because I'm not so pretentious that I have to be correct.
No, Animu. Animu actually sounds cooler.
Animu sounds fucking rad, dude.
It does. What'd you do, Animu? Ah, boom.
Which Animus and Chimangos. But yeah, we should actually get started, because you said we have to do it shorter this week.
I do.
Dave said we have to do it shorter this week, so he's...
Might be a little bit shorter, 20 minutes, it depends how sleepy I get. So, this week has been, I would say, a productive week for me, especially bidding-wise. I managed to get hold of a brand new, still in its box from Bandai, and I mean like the brown cardboard box from Bandai, the Laura Bodwig Armagirl Project figure, with her in the IS suit. I mean, a few people have probably seen it. It is a fucking amazing figure, and all for £25 delivered. Now, bearing in mind, for it to be an AB, which is basically figures in A condition, which is good, possible marking, but very, very, very rarely all parts present, and B being the box is a bit shit. Is normally about, I think, 9,000 yen I saw one for not long ago.
I think so, between 9 and 8.
Yeah.
I did see a Charlotte one around that quality, or a BB for around 6,000.
Charlotte seems to go for about a bit lower than Laura.
I know, it depends, I guess.
Yeah.
It varies, basically. Well, it always varies.
Well, yeah, not always, but it sort of depends, doesn't it? Like, you get certain characters of shows which are dead cheap. Like Cecilia,
I'm surprised that she went... I mean, I think it was the quality of the Charlotte one that made her
go
so low.
cheap. Yeah.
I do think it was a BB.
I think I'm going to have to invest in Cecilia's AGP if I can find it cheap enough, though. Because I genuinely would like to have all the Sega prize figures of the IS team, and all of the AGP versions as well, because I love the IS suits. So, I mean, that might mean I have to buy Charlotte, but if I do, I'll have to buy you one as well. As a compromise. That's what I've decided. If I buy a Charlotte figure you haven't got, I have to buy it for you.
Nah, that's fine. I mean, we did... I have... because for those of you who don't know about the Seishiro figure that we mentioned, I think we mentioned it last week as well. But I'm laying Dave off of one Charlotte figure in exchange for him not getting that, so...
Yeah.
It's essentially when we break the code, we have to owe each other like a favour of some sort.
Yeah. So at the moment... Oh, so that means I don't owe you food at Olcon.
No, you do, because that was for LAGC also. Because the fact that you... Yeah,
oh, because I didn't go to Shiryu.
Yeah, and we didn't go to Japan Center.
No, I know. I feel really bad about that.
I was like, I was salty as fuck. Like, holy fuck, the salt was real that day. I was like, no, Dave, you're fucking going. This was a condition. 2 conditions were broken, Dave. Don't you give me this shit.
Don't want to.
And then I was just like, the salt was so real. I was like, no.
I think it was just the effort involved and the fact that I was fucking knackered, that I was just like, I just want to go back to the hotel and sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, like, moving on, like, this figure I got for... I was so surprised that nobody else bid on it.
Can I just bring something up real quick?
Yes.
It's one of the 2 figures that a certain someone else, like, needs to complete his collection. And when I told him that you got it for £25, he was like, nah, it's bootleg, it has to be, there's no fucking way. I was like, nope. I don't know if... I'm not sure if he's still in denial or if he's, like, somewhat salty or anything, but...
I will actually send him a picture. I'll send you a picture of it, so you can send it to him, and I will send.
No,
him
you
the
should.
barcode.
No, what you need to do is find the fucking Laura group and send it to him there.
Oh wow! I'll
directly in the Laura group. But yeah, let's keep this moving.
Let's keep moving with this. But yeah, she's mint. And I like I said, I'm genuinely surprised she went for so cheap. I also managed to get Hoki Shinonano as well, Sega prize figure, which goes with the Charlotte figure. So I'm dead pleased about that. That was like a $5 Sega prize with box. So I was like, sweet. My Haruhi figures turned up as well. So I had those 3. I had some other stuff as well. I had Sega Saturn Virtua Cop turn up as well with the gun in the game, which is cool. I really like that. It's funky as fuck. So yeah, I mean, figure wise, that's kind of it at the moment. That arrived. However, I did also win that Akane figure from Vivid Red.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she's now in the post as well. And that was by Aquamarine. That was the 1/8 scale version of her in the Ignition version. So that should be delivered next week. Ironically, I'm not here. No, neither is nobody else. So I will have to collect it from the post office when I return the week after on Thursday. Luckily, they hold it for 21 days.
Yeah.
So I've got the Laura one, which I was fanned about, literally just buzzing, and it looks amazing. I will be using it as a reference for cosplay, mainly her shoulder pad, like cannons, and also the main gun, and her blades and all that kind of stuff. So I will be building the entire IS suit at some point. God forbid I even fucking attempt to try that. My army order shipped, so I've got even more figures coming. I've ran out of space, and I've managed to get hold of a display cabinet, or a display stand. It's like a plastic tier shelf, but it's small. Like, it's not as wide and as big as like normal shelving, so it's perfect for.
Oh, did you not go for the
figures.
IKEA one, or?
No, not yet. The thing is I've blown about $1,000 this month already.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
With my birthday and paying for like not LAGC, for Olcon, and
I
and
faked
now
my entry, by the way, which is okay.
Yeah, which you did tell me.
Yeah, I know.
I like the fact that you removed that message of the link to Ilya, like after I clicked on it.
Yeah, because I was like, no, I have to save it. No.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking I might move some of my because basically the corner next to my TV, my set of drawers, is like all of my my fucking figure boxes, and then my mixers on a table there.
Yeah.
So I'm probably might end up doing, rather than fucking making my own display case and putting on my set of drawers, which might end up costing more, maybe, probably, I guess. Is just fucking putting the mixer somewhere and moving all the boxes into my other room, and then getting just like the IKEA display case, assuming, like, and then basically just waiting until my dad next goes to Milton Keynes, because fuck am I paying £40 shipping?
It's not. It's only 35, I think. But that's if you order
£5 difference.
And that's if you order 2, though.
No, it was 35 when I looked.
What? Straight up 35?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck that, man. I'm just going to drive up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. That's why I'm like, no, because it is glass and it's going to be big.
Yeah,
so it's understandable. Plus, it's IKEA's own like sort of transit thing. So, from what I saw,
fair enough.
That's why I was like, yeah, if I do go there, I'm gonna wait, because fuck, am I spending like £75 or something to get it delivered here?
Yeah,
to be honest,
I understand that. There's something quite funny. Is I'm actually sat at the moment watching a Cecilia Olcott in her AGP suit, brand new. Same as Laura, and it's already up to £35.
Oh, that's
still
really
got
sad.
A day left.
That's really sad.
That
makes everyone cry.
It's in Japan though. It's located in Tokyo, Japan. So I can kind of understand why, because the Japanese on eBay over there will see it, and they're the people that will kind of look for it.
I was going to say, maybe not even that. It might just be like, in general, it's more of a Because for all it could have been a case of the one you got was UK only for sale or something.
Yeah,
Like didn't offer international shipment or whatever. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Because it won't usually show up on yours unless like the payment's specified. But yeah, moving on from things, I guess.
Yeah.
Got to keep moving. Got to
keep
go fast.
moving. So yeah, apart from my other order turning up, obviously I reposted my wall because I'm going to use it as a backdrop for doing actual mini video casts for the Weeb Culture website, which will also tie in with the Senpai section as well. There are only little personal ones, mostly going to probably be about like figure qualities and. I'll probably focus more on merchandise, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I have a tendency to buy a lot of it.
That and you don't really see too much. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that because there are probably people who do, but it's in terms of just in general community sense. You don't see really anything.
No,
it's all anime reviewers and shit.
Yeah, so having a merchandise review of certain figures, especially popular shows like, say, Fate Collide, Nisekoi, Kill la Kill, SAO, IS.
Honestly, like for me, when I get the the Seishiro figure, like I'll probably do the same primarily because of the fact that it's a new company, and I think doing like reviews of the companies is a lot more like is a lot more meaningful than like just individual figures. So at the same time, because they're pretty new, they've done like one other. They have one other planned, and I swear to God, I'm forbidding anyone else from touching it just cause.
What is it?
It's Alice Cartlet from Kinero Mosaic.
Have I seen it?
I don't think so.
Then I probably won't buy it.
Yeah, but like, I need it in my life. It'll probably be next year because it's like, which is weird because they have a draft, they have it painted, still no release date or price or anything, which is always weird to me because it's essentially in like finished state.
Yeah,
and then you have figures that are like, oh, we have a 2015 release of this one that's like that's just a picture right now,
and you just sit there again.
I mean, I have no doubt you can get it done, but there are these guys with it finished, and they don't have like even a year or anything. And it's weird, but hey,
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
it's I mean that's my plan. I mean, because I kind of want something to get up on the website, like my website as well. I'm gonna still class it as ours because it's kind of like the sister site to Senpai in a way.
Yeah.
Or it will be.
It's not the fuck. I can't think of.
I mean, no, you're
like
yours
because I was gonna mention Kohai.co, but it's not like what begins with sub but means like sort of not underclassmen, but like I'm really drawing a blank on the word.
You mean somebody who is on the same level as
you,
but
below you?
That's Kohai.
No, I mean that's underclass. I mean begins with like sub. No, not submissive. No,
submissive.
It's
exactly
like
what the website is.
Subordinate.
Yeah,
that's the one. Fucking Christ, that took way too long.
That was terrible.
Oh no, that was awful. Like the subordinate site is Kohai.co.
Yeah.
But yeah, sister site essentially. For
so, which is quite good. I mean, once because I've got to redo the front page. I may scrap the idea of using WordPress eventually, or at least hiding WordPress and just using it for a file server because it's easier to manage the files with it, and then just use the URL links to access said files.
Because there are sites that use WordPress that hide it pretty well, but it's like, and for me, it's the case of it's easier in terms of what I want to use it for on PunchUp because of the fact that it's a development blog type of site, and then it's also going to have actual pages that I didn't want to look WordPressy in terms of their blog layout bullshit thing.
Hey Jordan, you wear glasses.
Sometimes. Very rarely.
Cosper on Army at the moment have a glasses case of Charlotte ready for pre-order for 1500
You see,
yen.
here's the thing. The first volume of Kakai Sensen actually comes to the fucking glasses case.
They have one of Laura. Pre-order.
See, I don't wear my glasses nearly enough.
I'm getting glasses to put this in. I don't even care.
Not gonna lie, that's what I did when I was younger. I was just like, glasses are cool, and I was like, faked fucking having bad eyesight.
855.
That was when I was like 10, though.
Oh, my August order's got nothing, like literally nothing on it. Laura Bodwig, glasses case, ad. Yes! Totes did not see that coming. Oh, that's my order with the 2 Hestias as well.
Yeah, I think August is like the cheapest month.
Yeah, August is really cheap. I'm surprised you aren't getting that. I mean, I think you should.
Nah, I'm good. A glasses case isn't really a thing I would want, to be honest.
Right. Answer me this question if you even know the answer. Or guys, can you please fill me on what is Sabbath of the Witch?
Huh?
I keep seeing these new card sleeves for Sabbath of the Witch, and Bushy Road have just brought out deck holders for them. They look really nice.
Oh yeah, that thing.
But I've never heard of the show. Like, I saw it and I was like, what's this? And I, for the love of God, I was like...
It's a visual novel. That explains a lot.
Oh, right, okay. Fine. That actually makes sense.
Yeah, long visual novel.
Lol, there's masking tape of Can Cole. That is something I didn't see.
That is something you want, though.
Ooh. Infinite Stratos mini premium crystal of Charlotte. Releases in July, 1600 yen.
No. Oh.
1,600 yen.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a mini crystal.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they had those.
Would you like a link?
Sure. Let's go for it. And I'll see. I'll have a look.
I actually quite like that one.
I'll have a cheeky peek at it.
Has Laura's one? Is Laura's one available?
I'm gonna say the only thing that I sort of dislike... The only thing I sort of dislike about the crystal ones is already the full-size ones are also still kind of small as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care, it's Laura.
Does not include base, that's kind of sad.
Maybe it doesn't need a base. Oh, okay, yeah, July's order's pretty short as well, so continue.
Yeah, July's orders. So. Anyway, are you done with your weekly update?
I am totally done my weekly
update.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry, guys, I genuinely apologize.
I apologize.
See, I'm turning into a Japanese man. But no, I mean, overall, it's been a good week. Some good stuff's turned up. But, yeah, Jordan, I believe it's your turn. You have some stuff to splurge on. So
yeah, I do. So, I recently discovered a way of ordering things through proxy, which I'm going to straight up say I wouldn't recommend for the most part, unless there's something that you either A, really, really want, or B, when you're looking around you find a damn good deal. In which case, then it might be worth it because you're going to be paying quite a few extra things like delivery to the proxy, and then service fees to them, and other shit on top of that.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey.
Can you see if they can find me the Laura Bodwig Mofu Mofu scarf towel?
Fuck's sake. I'll see.
Yes! I will pay anything they ask. Anything.
Wow. I'll see. Because, like, honestly, if I see one around or whatever, I'll do that, and depending on, like, when the bidding ends or whatever, I'll throw it into my order.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then that saves you a lot, because shipping is kind of a pain. But yeah, and then I'll let you know however much it was. But yeah, no, I ordered one of the 2 figures off of essentially my sort of bucket list of figures that I need to own at some point. One of which is a Yuma Show figure, which I can get for the most part relatively cheap. Even on like Amazon, I saw it for like £30 or something, which isn't too bad, I guess. I don't know. I can find it, basically, I think. The other one being an Alta figure from like 3 years ago of Rita Mordio from Tales of Vesperia, and it was 9,000 yen new. And so a new Alta figure, which, as a quick sort of, way to emphasize this, the auto figure I currently have, upon its release, like, the cost over here at least is currently over double what I paid. And that happened upon release. Like, that was kind of dumb, just in general, really. That's partially, like, because, obviously, with the fact that things are more expensive over here anyway.
Yeah.
But even then, that's, like, still adding on the sort of rare figure type status onto the price. Because really, it should be, like, 90 tops. Like, at the very most, it should be 90 if it were, like, any other figure that was remotely expensive. Like, including sort of delivery and import fees and stuff, and then a bit on top for profit. But yeah, so I have that ordered, which is good. In terms of anime, since it's pretty much all been talk about merchandise, I've kept up with things. I started Nagato Yuki-chan because the simuldub's coming out, which is actually the dub I like. I think it's the same cast as the original Haruhi dub, which is how I watched the original Haruhi. So, you know, the fact that they could do that, assuming that I'm right on the fact that it's the same cast, is kind of amazing because of the fact that Haruhi's like 8 years old now. So it's been 8 years since they've sort of been back together, I guess.
Right.
The show itself is where I get kind of pissed off.
Why?
Because you know how, okay, basically the original Haruhi was done by Kyoto Animation, which you probably know because K-On! And other things, like the quote-unquote moe shit, as most people would say.
Wow.
The thing is, Satellite are doing Nagato Yuki-chan, which for most people was kind of a turn-off, but it's, like, not too bad. The thing is, rather than trying to go for the original Haruhi style, they're going with Kyoto Animation's newer type of animation style, also known as the moe shit style. Which is fine for the most part, until the fact that Kyon, who is like the sort of, I don't know, really sort of, I guess, just doesn't, the not caring type of like type of character, looks like just pudgy moe guy, as opposed to like his very sort of sleek and very defined chin sort of look. He's now just, look, okay, Dave, I'm going to send you, this is him in the original.
Okay.
And then, oh fucking Christ. Let me just refresh.
So that is 100% a dude.
Mm-hmm. And then this is him in Nagato-chan.
What the hell?
I know! It's like, he looks like he's either super tired or on drugs because of the fucking underline on his eyes. He looks a lot pudgier. The hair's close, but it is different because, like, the hair in front of his ears, which is kind of nitpicky. But it's... That's the part that annoys me. Everything else about the show is, like, from what I've seen of, like, literally the first episode, is sort of on the same sort of level of how it feels in comparison to what I remember of Haruhi being like, which is, like, the same humor with Kyon, at least. Which is good, because I liked Kyon and, like, the sort of humor that you got out of him. But it's, you know, and all of the other character designs are fine because they're all girls and it sort of works with them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It gets a pass in the sense of it's also sort of the alternate universe Haruhi, because as you would see in Disappearance, which is like, which is it's literally what the whole thing's like based on, the alternate universe from the Disappearance movie series of mangas and books and whatnot. I don't know, that part just annoys me, and that said, I'm gonna start fucking Hibike Euphonium.
Euphonium. Do you know what? I really like Euphonium. It's not like
K-On?
No.
I'm just saying K-On because it's Kyoto and the fact that it's music and the fact that art style.
Yeah, it's like K-On! On the fact that the art style's fairly similar.
And the same production studio.
Yeah, and the same sort of premise, I guess. Well, or backgrounding, which is music. But I think overall, it's really.
I
so
know
far,
it's said to be different from the people who have.
It is a lot different.
Yeah, I know.
It's worth watching. It's not on the level of Your Lie in April, kind of
course not.
music-related one.
I highly doubt that. There would be.
You'd be hard pushed to kind of get something like that, but at the same time, it's not school idol based either.
Yeah.
So it's a good in-betweener. It's like a good all-rounder at the moment. How it pans out in total, though, it'll depend.
Yeah, because from what I hear from most people is it's kind of for the first 5 or 6 episodes or something, and then it starts to pick up a bit. But yeah, there's that which I'm going to watch. I'm going to actually finally get started on Kinoro Mosaic Season 2, or Hello, Kinoro Mosaic, also known as the show with the best English ever. And then, because of the fact that I downloaded the opening and I've been listening to it a lot, and one of the main characters has a super sick scarf, I'm going to watch Makagura School Suite, because I'm too lazy to pronounce the rest. I basically have all the episodes downloaded. I'm going to finish this shirt design, and when I'm done with this, I'm basically like making free time for a bit, because game-wise I don't know what to animate right now, to be honest, and it's like it's all HUD design and I'm not really sure what to do with it, so while I'm thinking about it, I'm like, fuck it, I might as well catch up on a few other shows and just add them, because this season's already like 13. Why not add like 2 or 3?
Right, I'm with you.
So it would have been better to start, because the reason I wasn't watching the Nakagura one was because of the fact that I saw, I think it was Double Talk or whatever, that Funimation did. I thought it was getting a simuldub soon, but apparently I haven't heard anything more on a simuldub. It might have just been a regular dub.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just start. Because I kind of want to go with Nagato-chan and just follow that as well, with the sub issue being it's Haruhi, and it's genuinely one of those things I just don't know if I could handle it subbed, because it is like
I want to cry right now.
I know, because of the fact that 8 years ago, well, not 8 years ago, when I started, it's one of the first shows I watched, like one of the like earlier shows from when I was watching anime. I actually have like some backstory with it on how I was watching it, and it's sort of like, okay, I'm gonna click on that real quick, and then it's just like I have a connection with the show, I guess, and I have the connection with the dub. Oh my god, that looks. Oh, oh no.
I know.
Oh.
I know. I just clicked. That's why I was like, I'm going to cry, because I saw it and I was like, because they've got a glasses case as well. I was like, oh my days. And then I looked down, I saw the belt. I was like, oh, I need that. And then I clicked on it and it's like, it's not available for pre-order anymore. I'm like, no, don't do this to me.
5,000 yen for a belt.
I
guess it's saving you. I guess it's saving you money.
I was so fucking gutted.
Yeah, but yeah, that's like the reason I'm sort of not wanting to catch up with Nagato, because of the fact of that. It's really a case of like the whole I'm too used to this, so I don't really want to watch it in this other way. Plus, it's like dub's happening sooner than it would have anyway, so it's not all bad. Plus, it's 16 episodes, which is kind of cool because it's not too short, but it's not. No, it's okay. I like it when shows do that and they have like an odder number, because it's like 10 to me is like too short. 11's kind of like, I know C, or The Money of Soul and Possibility Control, which is a fucking great show. I actually love that show.
Yeah.
It's Economy.
Oh,
it's
absolutely
like,
great.
It's like, I don't even want to like try and butcher the show by trying to explain it. But that was 11 episodes, and that one was kind of disappointing in the sense of like, I would have liked one more episode to sort of see what happened after what was shown, because I do remember it got like kind of sad, and I was like, oh. And then there's like Problem Children, which was 10, and I was like, you really need more, like holy fuck. It's not a case of like, oh, there weren't enough, I want more. It's a case of the way it ended at what seemed like a sort of minor story arc.
Right.
They were like, we're going to go to this place, and they go there, and something happens, and then they like go on the other side of whatever the place is, and it's like, yay, we did it, and it's like ends. And I'm like, oh,
and you're just like, huh?
Nanny?
Nanny? Nanny what?
Yeah. And then it's like 16 or whatever. It's like, I don't know, I kind of like it when there's a weird number. Because according to ANN, Punchline is 11 episodes. One thing I want to say is fuck you if you think Punchline's bad. Because it's annoying at how many people are saying Punchline's bad, because I have a great analogy for Punchline now, though. And I'm going to actually end on this and not really discuss it anymore because of the time. But what Punchline is a really amazing show and concept hidden behind panties to keep all the scumbags out.
Yes.
Because it's
exactly
because
that.
no
if
one's
you can't, if you
no
can't
one
stay to look and appreciate what's behind the panties, you do not deserve something that good.
I know, it's just like, look, you're all a piece of shit because you just can't handle a show that has panties or whatever. So you don't get the actual really awesome thing that's behind this. And I'm like, I love you for that, even though it means that everyone's going to be shitting on me because of the fact that I like it. Although one of the people who is like, I'll watch it when I'm drunk. And I'm like, okay, you'll watch it at least, which is more than I can say for most.
Yeah.
Which is one thing that kind of weirds me out, is the fact of, like, when shows are airing, I don't see why not and why drop shows. Like, someone dropped Gunslinger Shroud recently on, like, my Hummingbird list of people I'm following. And I'm like, oh, okay, not sure why. I can understand why, because I'm going to be fucking flat out, just be straight with you, like,
yeah,
Gunslinger's not going anywhere, really. Recently, like, the last 2 or 3 episodes, things have been happening, kinda.
But not enough to be like, oh, this, to be there going, oh, this is really good.
Yeah, honestly, Gunslinger's the weakest show this season to me, that I've seen.
I'm actually quite disappointed with that, because
That's why I was weirded out when before you were like, oh yeah, really enjoying Gunslinger Shroud back when you did, and I was like, really? Because nothing's happening. Because the game's
it was
awesome.
Good. Yeah, it was good, and then it just sort of started to taper off a bit. And
no, I mean, it started off that way. It just seemed really sort of slow to get anywhere. Like, I can understand someone dropping after 6, but at the same time, I can't, because it's like, okay, you're dropping it at the point where it's like an episode or 2 before it actually starts to go.
Yeah, like that's its kind of pivot point.
Yeah, it's like, I get that you're dropping it because it is taking way too long. Like, 6 episodes out of what I'm going to blindly assume because Hummingbird marks as, like, unknown right now, like they did Punchline. Right. I'm just assuming that it's 12. And if it is 12, then halfway mark and nothing's really happened, I can understand, but...
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't like dropping shows personally. I just put them on hold for like fucking forever.
Yeah, and then you sort of go back to them eventually, but
yeah, like if a show like with Fairy Tail, it's on hold, and I'm hoping that they dubs the second like the 2014 season type thing, because that's what I did with the first season. I like got up to episode 50 and was like, I'm bored now. Then I waited for the dub to come around because I was like, I just can't be asked to actually pay all my attention to this show. Which is why I regret now starting season 2. Because it's like, I hate dropping things. And I have had shows on my on hold list for fucking years.
That you're now like, eh.
And it's like, I either remove them from existence on my list, or it's like on hold forever. I don't like dropping it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go on to Deal of the Week, since like half of our time, essentially.
Has been gone. But see, I kind of like the weekly update because it always brings up discussion points.
It always does.
Through.
Which is good. Which is where I always wonder, is there really any point to structure? Because most of it just happens naturally. Like, oh, we'll have a topic, and it's like,
are you trying to say that we're naturals?
No. I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure that's how conversations should work.
Wow. Yeah, okay, I guess.
Which is like, because, for example, you're talking to someone, it's like, hi, how are you, what's up? And then it's like, I don't know what the fuck to talk about anymore.
And it's like,
it's like you have one thing that's like, oh hey, let's talk about this, and then it just sort of branches off, and that's how conversation should work.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the connection between us is fast right now. That is amazing. And now it's going to go to shit because I said that. Anyway,
yes, it is.
Would you like a
Fucking
link
useless
to the
crap.
weekly deal, or do you have it up?
Can you drop me a link, kind sir?
Before you even finished.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
This is a show that I have seen, and that there is one girl who is best girl. It's the blue-haired one in the back.
I'll say this one thing before we continue with this. As soon as I read the title, I actually thought the first thing that came to my head was Magikarp.
Okay, makes sense. Koi carp.
Oh my god, it basically is magical fish.
For fuck's sake.
It is Magikoi, magical koi fish, magical fish. Oh, samurai girls, complete collection. It's a 15. Maybe it's because of the magical fish.
Probably. Lewd magical fish.
Lewd fish.
Yeah, this is a show that most people wouldn't like, but I know that you and I would. I mean, I know I do, because I do like it. I wouldn't say it's like my favourite sort of harem show. But
It's a harem!
It is. I would see, I know that's why you would like it, but would you like to read it, since I already kind of know, so...
Go for it.
Go for
In
it.
Kawakami City, having a samurai ancestor and enormous fighting spirit isn't just an interesting historical fact, it's a huge part of how you end up being ranked on the social totem pole. That, in turn, bleeds over into the school curriculum. Sometimes literally. Fortunately, that's something the local kids like Yamoto and Naoi
Sure.
have learned to deal with by forming small bands of samurai, not the musical type. And while the delicate sexual balance of Yamato's group seemed fine when there were 3 girls and 4 boys, the sudden addition of 2 more girls starts to send everything spinning out of control. 7's a band of samurai, and 9 is a riot as boys, girls, and naked blades all come together. Sounds like there's a lot of fan service in this one. Potentially.
The blue-haired one's very forward, and that's why she's best girl.
Yes. Did you ever watch Trinity 7?
No.
If she's forward, she reminds me of Aaron. Aaron is better. You need to watch Trinity 7. You would really like it. Genuinely, it's funny. It's funny. It's hilariously funny.
It was on my list from like last year of like shows I either wanted to. It was either want to watch or want to get dubbed. So
that is well in good. Okay, then for that'll be my when I obviously watch Persona movies. That'll be the one.
Oh, you're changing it. Okay, then that's fine.
Yes, because that's one I know for a fact you will really like.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to have you splurge a little bit on that show.
Plus
it means I get to watch it a little bit again.
Fair enough.
So it'll be quite nice. But so yeah, this Magikoi O Samurai Girls. It, as Jordan says, it's definitely 100% a harem.
It is a harem.
So for those of you who love the harem shows, this is probably one of the ones that will be right up your street.
Yep.
Myself included. Everybody knows I love a lolly. Everybody knows I love a harem. So you know,
I would say you're a little disappointed in the fact that there isn't really a lolly.
Now I'm sad.
Would it make you feel any better if I said that one of the girls has a little tiny horse that looks like the sort of piñata horse that she sort of carries around and talks to and pretends to talk with?
That would make her a lolly.
But she has like the stature of not a lolly, therefore she is not a lolly.
Damn it! I can't cut a break. Oh well, I'll still watch it anyway because I would
recommend buying it if you were thinking of it.
And it's done by MVM as well, which is our standard publisher. However, moving on to the new topic shortly, that'll actually cover something else.
Oh. So are we done with that? Because we can just move on right now.
Yeah, no, we're moving.
Okay then. On. So, for those of you in the UK, you might be happy to know that we have a new publisher in our midst. Animatsu, which is, by the looks of it, it's not going to be like the sort of anime limited style. It's going to be more along the lines of manga and MVM. Though, I'm going to go over some of the coming soon releases that you didn't see on most sites, such as Akame ga Kill, Blade and Soul.
Wait, they're doing Akame ga Kill?
Yeah. They're doing Akame ga Kill, Blade and Soul, and, would you like to guess the last one?
Infinite Stratos.
It's already licensed. Chika, the Coffin Princess.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So does that mean we're going to get those on Blu-ray in England?
Pretty sure. It says coming soon.
Oh, yes! Akame ga Kill I really want in Blu-ray, because fucking Them
being a newer company, their prices are similar to Anime Limited so far, from what I've seen at least, or we've seen. Because
that's nice.
The only thing that sort of upsets me with it is the fact that from what we've seen so far is they are sort of standard Blu-ray quality at the same price as Anime Limited, which is upsetting to me, in the sense of Anime Limited usually goes really far out of their way to make really nice quality things.
It looks like these guys are doing quite nice, especially with their covers and stuff. I think out of the ones I've got on the Animatsu website, if you click on shows, they've got obviously Halo Nightfall, which ironically I actually own. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go and have a look at that in a minute and be like, so I actually already own something from them. Then they've got
it does say new.
Crowds.
No, I think they're release. It says pre-order now. Release was 2 months ago. So why they're saying pre-order, I don't know.
I'm just going to have a look at the back of the box.
Did you?
No, it is. Yeah, I've got the box in my hand. Halo Nightfall, done by Animatsu.
Huh.
So, yeah.
And Gatchaman, I'm pretty sure Gatchaman did come out.
Gatchaman is out because it's currently in HMV.
Yeah, I know, I do see.
For lots of money, which is annoying.
Yeah, that's what I mean by it. It's a bit annoying that because they're a newer company, it's gonna be a bit more, and they're not doing what Anime Limited have been doing, which is releasing really nice quality ones and special editions for more, which is fair because for more and that. They also have some Rooster Teeth things licensed, like Ruby and Red vs. Blue, which is
nice. I will be buying both the Ruby sets.
I'll probably buy Volume 2 because I haven't seen it yet.
I'll buy 1 and 2 because it'd be silly not to buy them. Yeah. I genuinely would like to have a Ruby Collector's Edition. That'd be quite nice.
It also really depends on what they could do with it. They also they also have Chunibyo, they also have Dead Rising Watchdown, they also have Comic Artist and his assistants. One thing I do find weird about their site is the titles on the page for each one, at least Comic Artist, is all lowercase, and that bugs me.
Yeah.
You got the titles in the actual thing there in correctly, but yeah. But yeah, so new publisher, which is cool because they have licensed shows that are good, like Chunibyo, and the Comic Artist and his assistants, also a really funny show, though it's I think 12-minute episodes. It is thankfully a bit cheaper.
It's quite funny though.
Yeah, the Comic Artist is really funny. I enjoy it as someone who did comic things once. Gatchaman's also a really good show. They're licensing good stuff, which is good.
I'm going to give us a bit of background on the two guys that actually run Animatsu, because there's a few bits I know which are pretty interesting. So
they look like losers.
They do. One of them actually looks like you.
Really?
No.
I know.
So you've got Jerome, who can't write his name with capital J, and apparently he has he's the director of marketing and acquisitions for Manga Entertainment. He released over 100 movies and more than 550 TV series into the UK on home video, including Akira. So he was doing the UK release of Akira was him. Ghost in the Shell, Naruto, Death Note, and most recently Attack on Titan. Out of the 200 best-selling anime releases in the UK, 160 of them have been titles that Jerome has personally been responsible for. In a lasting partnership with MCM Events, Jerome has also been a driving force in the growth of MCM London Comic Con, which just recently held its sort of midsummer, not midsummer, but beginning of summer MCM, London, I believe, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Increasing attendance figures from 15,000 in October 2005 to more than 105,000 by 2014. So he's not somebody who's out of the limelight. He's helped and done a lot of stuff that is you can sit here now and go,
I hope he didn't do the subtitles for Blue Exorcist because he fucked up.
I might have to tell him.
I'm really, really sad that happened with Blue Exorcist, with its sub-only DVD release. Because it was simple. It was like a fucking semicolon instead of like an apostrophe.
It's like, you screwed that
You
up.
could have, like... It takes you a while to do it anyway. Why not spend, like...
A day fixing it.
Like, yeah, a day of, like, let's watch and see if there are any mistakes. Because that's the thing, with subtitles, you're looking at the subtitles. It's not a case of I was watching the show too much to realise. It's a case of, no, you're reading. So it's the fact that I saw that the first time I watched it is, like, a testament to how much you fucked up. But, yeah, anyway.
So, the second guy, Andrew Hewson. He worked as senior product manager for Anchor Bay and Manga Entertainment. During this time, he marketed some of the company's biggest releases, including Halo Forward Unto Dawn, which I loved, Akira, so I'm assuming he worked with Jerome on that one, and he also done the Evangelion franchise, Bleach, and Attack on Titan. So obviously these guys have worked together in the past, and even more recently before the founding of the company on Attack on Titan. Or possibly even doing Attack on Titan while they made the company. I'm not entirely sure how new this one is. Andrew was instrumental in developing manga's social media strategy with phenomenal results. Since establishing the channels in 2009, numbers organically increased to an impressive 65,000 followers on Twitter, 43,000 likes on Facebook. In addition, Andrew successfully event managed each MCM Comic Con in London, as well as the regional shows throughout the UK, with impressive results on the engagement and commercial level. So it looks like Andrew is the guy who manages MCM Comic Con, and obviously Jerome is kind of in helping him with that. So, whether they came out of it with a partnership because of MCM, I don't know. But if they're in with Comic Con, there's a good chance that they'll do fairly well. Especially if they're backing and being backed by such a big provider of anime, manga, and superhero stuff. Which means the likelihood of Japanese releases being dubbed that wouldn't normally be dubbed, or not soon for UK consumption, could be a possibility. I'd like to think that they will not just go and be Anime Unlimited, Anime Online, but with a different name.
Well, I mean, Anime Online.
MCM.
Okay. MVM.
MVM, yeah.
Because the thing is, with companies over here, for the most part, primarily, I'm guessing because of like the issue with voice actors over here, and the fact that, for starters, you don't really know of many apart from, unless like people who worked on, say, Xenoblade, because there aren't really many voice actors, I guess, really. No. Unless you want to go like sort of AAA level, sort of like high-end movie type people. For example, you right there? Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I was adjusting Laura's gun.
Okay, I guess. For example, in Xenoblade, you have forget her name, someone Coleman, who was like the Doctor's companion in Doctor Who did a voice in that. So you're going for like much bigger names and possibly not voice actor type people. You're going for like people who are primarily actors, I'm guessing. I don't know much about her, so I can't really judge that. But it's like you probably won't see many things in terms of dubs coming out of this country, which is why most countries here, or companies here, most countries also, obviously, won't do dubs because of the fact that there's not really much vocal talent over here in comparison to like America and Canada, which also, in America and Canada, it's a lot easier if, say, like, a Canadian studio or an American studio to sort of fly them in, as opposed to someone, like, flying them in from there to here. And even then, it's typically, like, unless they outsource it, which is a possibility, but that said, the next issue being the market over here is dramatically smaller.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't make sense for them to do that. Like, subtitles, fully understandable, and they will do that because they can't not really like release something in just
be a bit
raw
stupid,
Japanese.
not yeah.
Like, that would be dumb,
Just
and I
release
doubt
it
you would
for a
release
Japanese
something.
audience, and then it's like, guys.
You probably sell a few, and maybe, unless you're exporting them all, in which case you'll probably sell quite a bit, because it'll be a hell of a lot cheaper than a Japanese release, I'll tell you that much, but yeah, it's like, you know, it's upsetting that you won't see many dubs or anything coming out of here because of that, but at the same time it's fully understandable. That said,
Yeah,
the sort of dubbing circle, the sort of circle in America is getting a lot bigger with that. Like, all the simuldubs coming up, for example, Anime Limited's licensed Seraph of the End, which is getting a simuldub, which means that their release is probably going to have a dub. Issue 2 being... The thing is, with simuldubs, doesn't mean there's going to be a DVD release that soon. Because of the fact that it's very, at least in my eyes, it's very unlikely that they're going to release it prior to a Japanese release of the Blu-ray or DVD.
Yeah, I guess.
That, and it also depends on, like, the show, because unless you want the TV censored version on your DVD-Blu-ray.
Who wants censored
Also,
stuff?
for example, with Twin Tales, where they made a fuck ton of changes. Like, straight up, I don't know if you noticed, and this is one reason why subtitles were good for that show. It looked kind of like arse at times. Like, holy shit, it looked terrible in comparison to what the Blu-rays now are.
Was it?
And it's like, I didn't even notice that because my attention was diverted by the subtitles. So, hooray for you, animation studio. Allowing to, you know, I don't know. What's this? I'm going to click this. And see what
That needs to go to Damien.
Okay, I'll send this to Damien. You know who else it needs to go to?
Who?
Joseph.
Yeah. It's on back order. Cood mouse mat.
Mouse mat.
It's 1,000 yen. Trust me, they'll buy it.
Mouse mat. Oh well.
But they could sit there like rubbing their mouse on Cood all day.
Wow. But yeah, it's kind of upsetting that we wouldn't see anything like that over here, but again,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal, really. You don't expect it or anything, so... Also, fun fact, the Madoka movie things are being released in English now.
Ooh.
I mean, I told you it would happen because the first one already has.
Well,
I just find it funny because you mentioned it last week and I said it's going to happen. And then it's like, this week, it has already happened. They're released in September. Early September, which means they might actually be at Alcon. Because the Kill la Kill English release was at Alcon before it was released on
about
Army
the booster
Army.
packs. When's that being released? September.
Like I said, it might be at Alcon, because of the fact that, like I said, the Kill la Kill release was at Alcon, and the SAO Extra boosters were at the place I got them from before they were released on Army Army.
Oh, right.
So they might be Alcon. That would be cool, I guess.
I'm going to pre-order that box, I think. Because I want Maguka. Although I kind of really want the trial deck, but I can't see it.
I don't think there was a trial deck release for it. I think it's just an expansion.
Oh, so it's an expansion for just the standard English.
Or just an expansion in general.
Right, okay. That's a bit silly if they do an English expansion, but there was no English trial deck.
No, there is for the original. That's what I mean.
Is there? I can't find it.
Well, it wouldn't be available on there.
I'm
Dude, it's old as
now.
shit. It wouldn't be on there.
No, it's on there. I'm looking at the English.
Well, it wouldn't be in stock. The trial deck.
Feb 2012.
Yeah, it's unlikely you're ever going to see that on Army Army. You'll have to go elsewhere. But yeah, that's a good thing with the new publisher. Licensing shows that we're interested in as well, which is always good.
Makes me happy. I can't order it.
What?
I can't order those Madoka sleeves, the cards.
Why?
Because September's order's already fucking 11,000 yen, because I've got that Yui Yokohama figure that we both ordered, the
That's
one.
Fine.
And I've got the Nico special game prize.
That's fine.
Available,
you'll live.
Which, have they got a picture up for that yet? Nope, no image.
Nope. You'll be fine. You'll live. It's fine. Just do it.
I'm so...
Oh well.
What's that? I'm seeing if there's an image yet for this special figure game prize.
Probably would be. Just check MFC.
Yeah, the only one that comes up is her gold and black top one and the maid one, which I have, so she'll go with the maid one. Yes.
Wow.
I've decided I'm having a collection of Laura and Nico stuff. I've actually just been throughout the entire of this call. I've just ordered a Nico square badge, a festival anniversary clear file for commemorating over 5 million users, and it's really, really nice graphic as well. A Nico cup. Like my July order's really sucky because all that's on it is a Nico cup, a Laura crystal, 2 packs of Esdef card sleeve, 2 packs of Kami card sleeves, 1 pack of mine card sleeves, because if I buy 2 I won't be able to bring myself to sell 1 because I love mine like so much. 1 pack of the Gunslinger sleeves, 1 Michiru strap, and the Plastic Memories Isla scarf towel. So it's like, gay.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit next month is the one where I get my little Nendoroid of Yoshino.
My friend Ben fucking sent me an eBay listing of that, and it was like £90. I was like, Ben, why do that when you can just order it on AmiAmi for like literally a third of the price?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was like on eBay
fag.
for 90, and I was like, Ben, why? Just go on AmiAmi. And then he pre-ordered it, and I was like, good. Spend all the money you don't have right now.
Yeah. I might actually talk to AmiAmi about an affiliate link, see if we can get one of those. Not that I ever use the CD Japan one that we've got.
Yeah.
Herp.
You see, you should, and then if they say no, then I will.
Yeah.
Because, it's a real shame, because if I can just get everyone who's ever bought anything... Look, I buy a lot of things. I make people buy a lot of things. It's what I do. It's what I do.
Well, if you think about it...
Honestly, I should just get a fucking job in, not even promotion.
Marketing.
Marketing, sure, that too. Yep.
See,
I will personally go around
we started... I'd say hanging out. Ever since we started,
wow.
Whatever this is, our friendship. I've definitely spent a considerable amount of money. I mean, as it stands, pre-order wise, throughout the rest of the year, probably comes to about £800.
Oh, only 800. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing my job right.
I mean, I have to kind of restrict myself to about £80-90 a month because I do have other stuff I want to do, which is like the car, go on holiday, obviously go to LAGC and Olcon and stuff like that. Reminds me, are we doing LAGC again in February?
I don't know.
Is that something you want to do, or do you want to just leave it for Olcon?
I mean, it really depends, I guess. Depends on how things go in general. Like I said, the same with just anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't expensive when I went.
No, it was because it was 40 for the day, so it's not too bad.
No, and travel was really easy, and obviously the hotel was pretty cheap as well. So I mean, it wasn't terrible. And if I go again, at least I know what I'm doing now, and where I can park and that sort of stuff. Yeah. But I think that it definitely had a lot of stuff to buy, but I think we literally never went to the gaming area until the last day, because when you were there because we didn't know it was there.
Really, you didn't?
Nope.
Wow.
Because it was really weird. You had to go outside the doors, go down, and then go back inside another building. And of course, we didn't realise that's how you got to the gaming area. So me and Mitch only found it on the last day, and it was always like when they were packing up. So
yeah,
we never really got a chance to go in. So I may do. I'll have a chat with Mitch and see what he wants to do. I may say we'll skip LAGC this next year because obviously Japan. Mitch is putting back money as we speak, and so am I, because we came to the conclusion. What we'll do is we'll save the money until we've got the money for flights, because the hotel in Japan I can book through like Booking or Expedia, and you can pay when you arrive. You just pay by card when you get there, so you don't. The hotel's reserved; it's yours. You just pay when you turn up.
Yeah, it's the same for the one me and Ben found when we were thinking about it.
Yeah, so
which was not. I don't think when you get there, it was like as long as you cancel a day before. Good. I was like,
yeah,
oh.
Yeah. So if you can't, if we, that's why I said we'll get the money for the flights. We'll book the flights, and then we're going to book 2 rooms separate, because for 2 rooms it was like £400 each. I mean, I actually looked last night, and we can stay in the centre of Tokyo, right, at the 5-star Hilton Tokyo. Right, in the premium suite, and it is amazing. It looks just the shit, and it's a 5-star hotel.
Honestly, I think a lot of hotels over there do look just awesome.
Yeah, I think it's just because they try and encourage people to stay at them, but they're not grubby. But this is a 5-star. This is a fucking Hilton. This is the Hilton hotel chain. This is like super nice hotel, like one of the best hotel chains there is. And I was looking at it, and I sent him a message. I'm like, hey dude, we can stay at a 5-star Hilton hotel for £500 each. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, and I can book it right fucking now. But it worked out at like it was like you will pay the local currency when you get there, obviously by debit card and that, or credit card. It was like 290,000 yen, and I was like, oh, so much. That's like 10 months of army. That's like 2 years worth of army orders. I was like, shit, that's a lot. But then I was like, well, split between 2 of us, and it's not too bad. So I think we're definitely gonna go for it. I mean, once he's got the money and I've got the money. We're going to book our flights up, but we're going to decide when we want to go. I'm thinking April time for cherry blossoms, or we've got...
I was going to say, how many weeks were you going anyway?
We're going to go for either 7 or 8 nights.
Fair enough.
Because
about a week.
Yeah, because we'd fly on the Saturday, and because it's over, it's a plus 1 day. Because of the flight time's like 13 hours. So we'd fly on the Sunday. We'd arrive Monday, and then we'll fly home on the Monday, and then we'll get back on the Tuesday. So we'll have because we get there at like 8 o'clock Monday morning. So we'll have all of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is 7 days, and then half-ish of Monday the following day. So, we get eight days, nearly, which I think for testing the water is more than adequate.
Yeah.
And then obviously, depending on how we get on and if we enjoy it and stuff, then we'll probably go again, like the next year.
So, how are you doing with your Japanese learning course?
Konnichiwa, genki desu ka?
If that were you in my country, I would want to murder you.
Yeah, I know.
Straight up.
I'm not going to be like, konnichiwa, because then I sound like a faggot.
No, you already do. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. But I mean, I've done a bit of research, and for the most part, a lot of them do speak English, and
yeah, it's not too bad usually.
You know, it's not. If I go out into the into like the suburbs and or whatever, and like out into the sticks and shit like that, then it might be a bit hard. But you know, apart from that, I mean, it's fairly easy to get around and stuff. And I was like, eh.
Honestly, one of the Jesus fucking Christ. One of the best times to go around is actually near Christmas.
Is it?
Believe it or not. It's actually like one of the cheaper times.
But it's cold.
Good.
I don't like cold.
Dude, cold's awesome.
Cold is not awesome.
It's easier to warm up.
It's not.
It super is, though. It's easier to warm up than to cool down.
It is not.
It super is, though.
It's not.
No, it super is. Shut
If
up.
I want to cool down, I just go into water.
Yeah, but that means, like, going into water. Whereas warming up, it's like, oh, I'll just put my hoodie on. Oh, look, I'm warm now. Whoa. Whereas to cool down, it's like I have my fan on and my window open, and it's still not really doing much.
Yeah, but I could walk around in a t-shirt in the sun.
Yeah, but that means walking around.
Pretend I'm Yakuza.
That means walking around. You can do that without it, anyway.
And die.
Because you already said summer.
Yeah. I'll just go around going, Desu?
Please don't.
Desuka?
Please don't.
I'm gonna go into a maid cafe and just make her say net desu at the end of every sentence.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a scumbag.
But like, hello master, desu. I'll be there going, ah! And it'll be all good. I'll be like, squee. You know. Because life is good. When
there was a video that I saw, just a bunch of dudes go into a maid cafe and like just cringe all day. I was like, oh no.
Why? What did they do?
I don't know. It was just I don't know. It just seemed really awkward and just everything. I was like, oh.
Why was it awkward? Like for them, that is.
No, I just mean me watching them. It just like felt really weird. Like, I don't know.
Was it?
I don't know. It's probably also a case of like if you were looking at people in a maid cafe, like from the outside in, it's probably like the creepiest shit ever.
Oh, is it?
Dude, it's like, why are you here? I'm here because I want the cute girls to just do everything that I say. Like, that's why I'm here. No, that's fucking creepy. Like, if that's the reason you want to go, it's like, oh, I want cute girls to like call me master because I want.
I failed to see what's bad about that.
It's not bad, it's creepy. It's like, even as someone like me, it's like I can still fully understand that is really creepy. Just like random girls you don't know, it's like, yes, call me your master right now.
Yes, exactly. Do just that.
So creepy.
Let me ask: Have you watched the latest episode of My Love Story?
Yes.
Is it not funny when he goes into that cafe and he's just there like, oh, he's like, where? He's like, oh my god, you've got great pecs. What gym do you go to? I grew them naturally.
I know, right?
Oh my days, like just hilarious.
This fucking season, like Jesus Christ, it's so hard. It's hard for me. I already have 3 shows that I consider my favorite for different reasons.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've got to make it 4 at some point because Monogatari is getting too good.
I know, it is amazing, isn't it?
It's like a really good rom-com. Just like, I mean, more comedy than romance, but
yeah, but that's really nice, and
it's refreshing, certainly. Like most rom-coms are like the same sort of thing. Like even Snafu is sort of like, oh, it's like a rom-com except the guy like is really sort of not so much like not even judgmental. It's like
I know what you mean.
No, it's like he breaks things down like a lot, and it's like, oh well, like how I was in school, really.
He just makes everything like so simple.
No, not even simple. It's just like breaking it down to just human nature, just
Yeah.
like all the time. It's like, honestly. So I wasn't.
He's like,
yeah.
when he says,
I can relate to that in terms of like when I was in school. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna really bother with that because that's like dumb and all these social cliques and all that nonsense sort of thing.
Yeah, like when he says to Yamato, there's like, there's these people and then there's those people, and he's like, everybody's different, and that's just the way it is. And he's so cool.
Oh, I wasn't about Snafu.
Oh, you're on about Snafu.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like with the because that's why I was making the comparison. Like, there's him and that sort of show, which is like vastly more comedic rather than it's different in comparison to most romantic comedies. Even something like Snafu, where it's just like, okay, he's sort of like basically breaking everything down. It's like, I'm not really going to bother with this because human nature says blah blah blah. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
all you people want to hang out with me. I'm probably not ever going to talk to you again after I've left school, so why the fuck should I bother? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, that is definitely a different approach to it, but at the same time, it's like, still, like, everything below that is still sort of the same rom-com type of thing.
Yeah.
Which is why Monogatari is just so refreshing and cool.
That's the thing. Like, I could sit there and watch Snafu and watch Monogatari all day. I mean,
I'm not saying. I'm definitely not saying that one's better than the other, really, because they are.
No.
Like, different.
But it's a nice, like you said, it's a nice contrast. You've got one side of the fence and then the other side of the fence, but both of them are equally as good. You've got one side where he has got her as his girlfriend. They are dating, and loads of funny shit happens. And then you've got the other side where you've got them where they're not dating, but and there's like kind of like that little tiny dark undertone of how his life is. But you've got so many people, and I like the fact with Snafu as well was like the gradual kind of build up of the individual characters and like how they mesh together and the little events that kind of add. And you can see, like, people don't just suddenly become friends with him or like him or start trying to help him for no reason. But, like, he does something just because and takes it on himself, but people see that and then they start actually genuinely caring for him and bits like that. And I think it's nice. I really love watching shows like that where you can, you can
actually see development rather than,
Yes.
for example, Nisekoi.
Yeah.
As much as I love Nisekoi and I love characters, it's just there's not really development.
No,
and that's
that
is genuinely something that everyone says. It's nothing happens in the anime. Apparently, have you seen the latest episode of Nisekoi?
No, I haven't.
Damn
actually.
it! You missed the magical girl scene.
I'll have to go watch it.
It's like that's because I don't know. I do like Nisekoi. It just obviously there's that flaw, but at the same time, everyone knows of that flaw. So I am glad that Monogatari is getting like another season's worth.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Same as Soma. Like
yes, Soma, Soma good.
Just because it's like James annoyed me a bit the other day when he was all like,
James annoy you?
No, I know, but like in the sense of he was like, you only like moe. Like Jordan here watches all the moe. I'm like, no, James, I don't. I don't watch shows because moe. It's like a side dish.
Yeah.
It's like, it has a moe art style. That's cool.
You've been watching Soma too much.
The reason I like shows is either because they're really dumb but they just like excite me, or if it's just like unnecessarily hype. And when I say that, it really pisses me off that people always assume I mean hype as in like, oh, SAO was really overhyped and it wasn't that good. No, not that sort of hype. I mean the fucking like actual sort of, you feel like hype. I don't even know of like a real other word that means the same. Even it's just like hype. But whenever I say hype, everyone just automatically assumes it's like, that show was like overhyped. Like, oh my god.
When I watch Soma, I want to try and cook what he made.
Look, no, that's the thing.
Good.
That's the thing, because there's someone who does a cooking show online, and I was like, I think he was doing a live stream, and I was like talking to him for a bit, and he was like, yeah, I watch anime and stuff. I'm like, dude, you should watch Food Wars. Like, please just, like, watch it. Try make whatever he makes. It would make an amazing little series for your, like, YouTube cooking show thing. I was like, that would be amazing. And honestly, I'm really tempted to, like, go to my dad's one day, take my camera, and be like, Father, I know you cook very good. Let's try this, and then, like, try it. And then I would post that on the channel. Because that would be awesome.
I looked into the recipes, and there's a guy that's already made the exact recipes that you need to make each of the dishes.
Look, send them to me, and then come over one day, and we'll just both make them.
Yeah, but we'll have to get No, we'll have to get the orange spiky wig, and we'll have to get his little white scarf thing around the head.
It's pretty much a bandage will do, even.
Yeah, it's basically a sweatband, isn't it?
Well, it's not even really. It's more like something used to tie things. Like a bandage.
But it acts as a sweatband because you're cooking. So that's
it's also way too long to be practical for that, though. Is the point? It is,
because you can set fire to stuff. But I'm going to do it. It'll be fun.
I would.
But
like I would say when we go to Alcon we should do it, but I don't think the kitchen's equipped enough. Unless you bring like a bunch of pots and pans, huh?
We've got kitchens.
We do.
I'm gonna make.
Like honestly, I would say we should totally do it at Alcon, but like we would have to bring all the pots and pans and all the other shit. Like there is like a stove and stuff.
Well, do you know what we should do? We should make some ramen, and I'll bring my rice cooker, and we'll actually sit there and have like.
We're gonna make a don.
Yes.
Don.
We're gonna. You are the new leader of the SS Don. That episode's so good. I really hope the Meat Master kind of plays a bit more on the show, because I genuinely like her. She's like the masochist.
You mean Mikumi?
Macho. Yeah.
Mikumi.
So I really hope she gets in on it a bit more, because I think she's got a bit of a thing for Soma anyway. But the last episode that I watched, have you watched it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he bumps into begins with an N, the crazy bitch lady.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
I can't remember her name. Narina, that was
Arena.
it. Yeah,
Arena.
Yeah. Why did I keep thinking Narina?
I don't know.
But yeah, she's like, when they bump into each other at the end, like I was like, romance.
No.
I think they will. She'll learn to. I think secretly she likes him, but she doesn't realise it, which is why she's being a bitch. And I think over the show will possibly. There's two ways it will go. She will proper try and just spend the entire show being a bitch, and she'll be like the evil villain who gets defeated in the end and is all sad because her dad obviously there's something going on with her dad and Soma as well, because even though he's not directly involved, Soma got into the academy even though Erina said no. And obviously her dad was kind of hiding behind the thing during like the first couple episodes where he's sat there doing his test cooking, as it were, and so I think secretly they're trying to set them up to be together, because he wants like an amazing cook for his daughter, and they're the same age, and I'd like to see that a little tiny bit of romance comes out of it, but I would love to see him end up with Mikumi, in like, even if it's just like right at the very end, and she's that. I know it's going to be still primarily a cooking show, but I reckon they're going to throw in a bit of a love.
Honestly, I just want like really hype cooking. Like I said, I just want things that are really hype. Especially if it's like over mundane shit, which is why I was like so excited about Rail Wars, and why I love Twin Tail so much, because it's essentially things that are like really dumb and like unnecessary like to even do. When you add like hype levels of just excitement all the time that you would get in like a shonen, for example, like just makes it the best thing. And it's like that's why it's like. I'm not going to say, like, oh, I hate all this moe shit. God, fuck off, I hate it. Like, all the elitist pricks do. But it's like, I don't watch a show just because, oh, look at this moe character. This makes me want to watch it. That said, I do love Kinuro Mosaic, but I also love it because of the English more than anything.
Yeah.
Also, because fucking Karen Chan des.
I see. I think like, right. Okay, this is something that bugs me, and I've been meaning to bring this up for quite a bit actually. As much as I like buying all the female figures, because let's face it, the aesthetically they look amazing. I would love to be able to complete the sets which have male characters.
Yeah.
As kind of like the head, so like Infinite Stratos, Fate.
I can be that guy and just say Inu Battle because of the fact that I have all four.
Dark and dark.
Dark and dark.
But you know what I mean.
Because
it's always the but you don't have him.
I know, that's what I mean. I said all four.
Yeah.
All four with powers mean something.
I know.
Okay.
And you've got like Sword Art Online where they have Kirito, but you can't really not have Kirito because obviously Kirito is the main character, 100%.
Because
next to Asuna.
Here's the thing. I can genuinely understand with harem shows because most harem shows do have like either highly generic main characters, or B, the only reason they're really the whole point of it is to like push the girls, and they're not gonna. It's essentially a case of like, no, most sort of the actual audience do not give half a shit about like the male lead because it's like essentially a placeholder of like you is basically why most main characters are generic in that sense. Like, it's easy to sort of push your image onto them, which is why they're usually sort of like, oh, typical harem protagonist type person, oh boy. And that's why they wouldn't make a figure of it, because either it wouldn't sell so well, which it won't, straight up. It's like you and I kinda do. I would kind of like it for some things.
I mean, for me, it's just like, if I have, once I got the Sega prize figures of, because obviously I've still got Yang to go, I've still got Cecilia to get, and I've still got the Laura prize figure. God forbid I'll ever get fucking that one. But, it would be nice to be able to have all of them.
Wait, as in you can't find the Laura prize figure?
No, not for sale.
Rip.
Yeah. So, I'm a bit disappointed because I want all of them. I'd like to have the set, because then I could have, when I get my display case from IKEA, I can have the Infinite Stratos Sega prize figures in a set. I can have my Fate Collide stuff in a set. I can have my Laura stuff, or like my AGP stuff in a set. I've decided with Ryoko, I'm gonna get Satsuki as well, of the same company that I got the Ryoko one off you for.
Yeah.
And have them as a set, because I've realised that I've got a lot of figures, and some of them are starting to kind of like get together in their own little sets because I've bought the same company's one of that run. So obviously, like the Fate Collide series, I've got the Ilias and the Kuro, and then you've got the IS set, which is what I've got with that one, and then you've got the Papakiki one. The only Papakiki one I'm missing is what's the youngest daughter called?
I'm just gonna leave it to you.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Wow.
But I've still got her to get.
Wow.
Do you know what? I watch so many shows and my memory's so terrible. Like, I find it really hard to remember the character names.
Wow.
I can genuinely remember the show names or the premise of the show, unless it's like a really long show name, like the Supernatural Battle one. Because
that one's easy if you're doing the English title, really.
See, no, not for me.
Well, when supernatural battles become commonplace, that's really easy.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Even like both really, really simple in English.
Yeah, that one's easy to remember. But I have issues with some things. I'm not sure what it is. I can't remember. Like, it's just really weird. And I can't quite explain it. But yeah, I'd like to have full sets. I know they do Haikyuu and free figures, but obviously with it being a primarily male show anyway, they don't really have a lot of choice if they want to make any of the figures from the
it's
series.
like the reverse Harem type thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it would just be really nice to have the option of having them, even if they made them limited edition, and you could only buy a certain amount. Then fine, because I know it's the Armor Girl project, so you can't really have fuck it, I forgot his name. Either way, I know it's the Armor Girl project. You can't really have the guy in there.
Emphasis on the girl, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can kind of understand that, but at the same time,
Yeah, I know.
Nice. Oh, another point as well for £52. The Laura and Charlotte catsuit cosplay. Mm-hmm. Cosplay House are now making them for £52.
Still,
so they will make
fun
you an
fact,
exact replica.
Still more than fucking the Persona jacket.
Yeah. So I still might get the Laura one because it doesn't require me to have any boobs or anything, and I can just get like the short hair silver wig, and I'm gonna make the eye patch myself because it's a piece of fucking cake. And if anything, shy of buying the Cosper one, the one I make will probably be better than the one I will buy online because I will be able to make it look perfect, as opposed to entrusting somebody to just make a cheap copy.
Yeah.
I was tempted at one point to actually get it made out of like an acrylic, and make like a casting for it so it actually looks solid and it looks like it would be real. But who knows? We'll see how I get on with that at a later date. I've got to try and figure out how I'm going to make Laura's fucking suit. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a mish. Fucking an insane mission. It's going to be stupid. I'm going to die because there's so much shit on there that I didn't realise. And it's like I think the IS suit's going to have to wait until next year's Olcon because this is going to take a long time to perfect.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why. Part of the reason why I'm going for
Yeah, I was going to say that, and the fact that I kind of have to build it to scale with my own body, so it won't be like 100% accurate. So where Laura gets like say a 2-foot lift on the height, because where her feet sit is in the knee part of the IS's legs, my feet will actually be the feet of the IS's legs, so it won't be. I'll have to.
Oh, you're on about the full thing.
Mate.
Okay.
I'm gonna build the full fucking suit. I've figured out how to get around the fact that the rear wings and the shoulder armor like cannons float. Is I'm gonna use thick walled solid acrylic pipe because it won't bend and it won't snap. And what I'll do is I'll make like a harness on my back that'll like clip in, and then I will have them sit in that, and they will be held up like that. So it'll be see-through pipe, so it'll still look kind of like the normal thing. The good thing is as well is in the pack on my back will be the battery pack and switches for all of the lights for her blades and the turrets on the back as well, which have little blue crystals in.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to put LEDs in and do all the bits I need to do with that. Making the gun. Wow. Making the gun's going to be interesting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's fucking massive.
Oh well. You'll do it.
I mean, I got it out the box and I was like, holy fuck. The gun is the same size, nearly, as a 1/7 figure.
It's not too bad.
And Laura's a 1/8.
Mm-hmm.
The gun is bigger than... The gun is like a figure on its own. I mean, once I put her together, she's huge. She's by far the largest next to my Rika figure, like in bulk size, which I found out my Rika figure is actually a 1. I think it's a 1.7, but I can't be certain because the Hoki Shinonono one I've got and the Charlotte one from the Sega Prizes say they're 1.8s, but the Charlotte one and the Hoki one are smaller than the Rika one, which is supposed to apparently be a 1.8, even though they're all of around the same height. So I've noticed that there's quite a lot of disparity between some of my figures. Like my Ilya figures are bigger than my Laura figure. Sorry, not my Laura figure, my Charlotte figure. But they're a bit smaller than my Rika figure, which would make sense because Rika's older. But for Ilya to be bigger than Charlotte, it's a bit like... So it makes me wonder if they're actually 1.8 size, if they're not 1.7s instead. And it's really, it's throwing me off a little bit because I'm a bit like, well, might like my Asuna figure. She's huge. She's about the same size as my Shitogi, but Shitogi is bigger than Charlotte. I mean, size-wise, she's massive. She's the same size as Kuro, Ilya, and the other Ilya. Rika's bigger than all of them, and then Charlotte's quite small in comparison. So I'm a bit like,
Right.
Right, you know the Wave figures, the 110s? Yeah, Charlotte and Hoki are the same size as the Wave figure I've got. And a lot of the other ones are, so Rika and my Ilias and my other big ones, they are 1.8s. But the Sega Prize ones are 1.10.
Right.
So that's why. I've just looked over and I thought, right, that one's 1.10, so Tiger's a 1.10. Well, actually, technically, she could probably be a 1.8 because she's small anyway. And then obviously Ilya's bigger, which makes her a 1.8, and Rika's bigger than Ilya, so she's either a 1.7 or she's a 1.8, and it's a good size comparison. So, but yeah, so that's that. Sorry, I waffled on a bit there.
Yep. Yeah, because, like, honestly, I think in terms of cosplay this year, I'm probably just going to get a Persona jacket and try to make the Kakai Sensen one myself, because really it's not hard.
Yeah.
Like, worst comes to worst, I get, like, I don't know, what, I guess, like, 2 jumpers or something of, like, thicker-ish, like, cottony quality or something.
Thicker-ish.
Like, not like a shirt, but not, like, a hood, like, sort of hoodie-ish material.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then, like, I just get them in the right colours, and then I basically cut the part off of the blue one, and then use that extra fabric of the blue one for, like, the sort of windbreaker neck part, and then the white one fills in the rest, basically.
Yeah.
Like, worst comes to worst, that's all I really need to do. And then it's like, oh, cool, now I just need, like, trousers, I guess. And those,
yeah, no,
I mean, the goggles and the wig are the harder parts. Worst case scenario, I'll just, like, try find a wig the right colour, and then give it to my sister and see if she can do it, because she spent 3 years in college doing hair and beauty, so I would hope that she would manage to do that.
Yeah.
Considering that was, like, one of the assignments that they had to do was, like, wig related or something, so hey. That's, like, worst case scenario, really, because it's, like, I could probably find one online for, like, £30 or £40, and it's like, well, I'm not going to pay that because that's the same price as a Persona jacket, and I know that it's not going to be that much fucking... I'm really amazed that, like, the Persona jacket's, like, only really £40, and and it comes with free shipping.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And can be done custom, like, size-wise. So it's like, that's good. Like, $60, essentially. Do it in custom size. If I order it within, like, a month or so, it'll get here, like, the month before with free shipping.
Yeah.
And then it's like, boom. Just fucking... Hey, there's my cosplay essentially sorted, apart from, like, a wig, in which case I just need a silver wig. And then, like, cut it. The only thing I need then is, like, a net thing for my hair. Because, like, if the sort of, Catgirl things were cheaper than more than the Persona jacket, I would have probably done it. Plus the fact that there are no actual images of it. which is like the part that's annoying.
Oh, so you can't kind of see if...
Yeah, how it turns out. Because honestly, there are things that should be easy to do that kind of turn out shit.
Yeah.
So things are like sort of a one-piece suit that's like that could also probably turn out shit. If it turned out well and it were like 30 instead of 50, I'd have probably gone for it, to be honest. Because, then I just need a blonde wig and then we could have done that. But really, I'm probably going to do that in Kakai just because I like Kakai, and it would follow the trend that I have with working on things from that year of airing shows. Because
I kind of understand that, because I really want to do. Can you guess who I want to be?
I wonder.
You from Ori no Seraph.
I was going to say, honest, if I liked
green.
Seraph more, I would have probably joined you in that.
Who would you have been? The guy he argues with, the glasses and the red hair.
If I were taller, yeah.
Oh, okay, you could be the cowardly faggot.
Fuck yeah. Fuck that, I'm going to be the girls.
Yes!
Make me a scythe, Dave.
No.
Dude, if
you know what,
honestly, if you made me a scythe, I would have been fucking
scythe,
down for that.
do you know what, actually? I'm going to try and make that scythe. The reason I say this is because...
Really, it shouldn't be too... Well, I mean, I don't see the proper composition of it, but really, it's like pipe, foam, and then
exactly. Basically,
then like a sort of stabilizer where the actual blade would be to make sure it doesn't just flop or anything, or break too
Well, that's
easily.
the thing. Yeah, just... All I was going to do was basically cut the actual blade out of a thin piece of plywood, and then spray foam on both sides, and then just carve it down.
And then I look at Seraph cosplay and realise it's almost double the cost of Persona and say, nope.
Have you just done that?
Yeah. At least on fucking Cosplay Foo, which is where I've gotten most of my stuff before.
The thing is
honestly, if my hair...
really easy to get hold of.
Dave...
Because, that hat... Dave,
what? If I'm honest, if my hair was blonde, I would have totally gone as fucking Mika.
Really?
Fuck yeah. I'll go as spoilers, the vampire guy. Yep. You see, I could totally go as Yoichi though, because my hair's brown.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you made me a bow, I'd have been down for that.
See, the bow's a little bit harder.
Yeah, I guess. And it's also... It depends, really. Because it's a simple shape, and then you just use foam to carve around, really.
Yeah.
Only other issue is that's also double the fucking cost of the Persona jacket.
Yeah. Because, use...
Ooh, and the boots.
Jacket and stuff. The boobs.
Boots. They're like knee-high. That said, for me, probably not too hard if I can find something to, wrap, a material of the right colour to wrap my current horse riding boots in.
Yeah.
I have horse riding boots, by the way.
Because you ride horses.
No, I had them for my Attack on Titan cosplay I did the first year I went.
Oh, right.
Dropped 50 fucking pounds on them, never worn them since.
Wow.
I know, right? It was so great. They were really hot, though. Honestly, would never do that again. Oh, hang on. Hello, Sammy. You can buy items separately. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can buy them separately. I might, ask them if they'll do just the jacket and see how much that costs. Because they do that.
What for? Oh,
what?
Seraph. For
Seraph. If I did, would you?
I think I would, 100%. Because use sword's a piece of piss. It's it's just a samurai blade.
Yeah.
And I just love the green, and I could draw.
Honestly, as much as I don't, it's red and blue are my two tops in terms of really colours in general. Green and yellow are definitely way at the bottom, but the way the contrast works with their outfits, it does really work well.
Yeah. And I think for a new show, we'd look badass.
Yeah.
Can you send me a link to that website with the jackets? Because I want to see what the jacket's actually like. Because I may be able to.
Oh yeah, no, they do have Yoichi. They have it with the cape. They have an actual image of it.
Oh, okay.
Rather than with fucking you rather than Yoichi rather. They also do the hat, but the hat looks kind of shit. So I'd ask for it without the hat. honestly.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, because that's where I got my Rail Wars one done, and like other bits. Also, we should wrap up and talk about this personally, really, because we are actually at normal sort of time, and over normal sort of time almost. So, so we'll talk about this more like once school's ended. So, or not once school's ended, fucking once done with the podcast. Anyway, sorry for essentially having what's a normal conversation between two people there. Literally, that was pretty much just us talking, rather than like
we do apologise. Wait, no, we don't.
Yeah, I do, kind of, sort of. But yeah, thanks for watching and listening. If you're actually this far and sort of stopped listening to us past the point of literally just essentially forgetting we were doing a podcast for a second there. But yeah, thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to contact us any way that you normally do. Which you don't. Sorry. But yeah, see you next time, nerds.
Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you for episode 21 in a week.
Yep.
Toodles.
Bye.